It's crazy ass dog. I can hear Mr. Angle. Mace. I did that shit already. Speak my idiots. I'm Mr. Apple. I'm Mr. Angle. Hey, Girly Sunday, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. Had a good day. All's well. All's good in the hood. Everything's good. Had a productive day. Yes, happy Tuesday. In a couple minutes, it'll be Wednesday already. Time's flying. Remember, it's halfway through this damn year already. And I still have so much to do. This is probably going to be one of the craziest summers of my life. In a long time, that is. I got a lot to do. Yeah, productivity is very good. I got a lot done today that I needed to get done. Tomorrow, I'm going to do more and more and more. I have to sort out my workshop now. I finally got a chance. I took some trash to the dump today. Got rid of more shit that I don't need. Regular trash that I don't want. So it's all good. I'm getting rid of a lot of shit that I don't need and tidying up everything. Tomorrow I'm gonna work on my workshop all day. I need to get it ready because I got my tools are coming in. Probably Saturday maybe. I hope it's coming Saturday. Should be here Friday or Saturday. So oh cool. Yeah, I had tarot. I taught tarot on here on Zoom. I had a tarot class. A lot of people asked me to teach them tarot and stuff. So I had a class where I taught everybody how to teach tarot. I mean, how to, yeah, I taught tarot. Yeah. I had 7 classes and I charged $20 a class. And even if you couldn't make it, I had the video where you can watch the video afterwards. So I did it for 2 months. I don't know, because no one really asks me anymore. No one really says, "Hey, Mark, you got your," because I have. If anybody wanted to see the classes that I did, it's got everybody else in the background, like asking questions and stuff. So people just wanted to be. A lot of people want to be taught one on one, or some people bought the videos. Right? I gave them like a deal, all 7 videos for $100, and then I'm there teaching how to do it. And then it was like every video was like 2 hours long. So people just bought the videos if they really wanted to be taught, if they felt that they can watch it on their own. But it had people asking me questions in between. So some people didn't want that. So I was like, oh, well, tough. Not my problem. You might learn from the questions being asked. So some people were picky, and then I did the class. I think I had like 9 people. It wasn't that many people, but 9 people I had. And then like maybe 5 more people bought the videos without attending the class. And then after that, nobody really asked me to. Nobody really knows I taught tarot like that. So, but yeah, I don't really teach it anymore because it's all in the videos. I'm not going to keep doing it. If you want to, get the videos, then that's up to you. That's what I do. Oh yeah, definitely. Um, I mean, I'm always the type of person. If I learn from somebody, I'll teach somebody else. I'm not like a hater or anything like that. I mean, no one taught me tarot. I just learned from other people, from my friend. I watched her read every Sunday. I would go in her room and I would like take notes and just listen to what she said, and then I'd put my own words in it, and then I got cards that already had the meanings on it, upright and reverse. It's like a starter tarot deck I had. I still use it to today. But and then I switched and I said I don't want to see the letters. I want to go off the pictures. So I got different tarot decks, and it doesn't matter what I put my hands on, it just works. But you have to be able to illustrate everything, like say it like a story. That's the main thing. If you explain everything like a story and not just hold the card there and be like, "Oh, you got the Fool card, so that means new beginnings and take a risk," and that's all. And the person puts the card down. Like that's not how you do that. Like that's not what that card. That card has way more meanings than you think. Yeah, you got to storytell the thing. That's what I do. I make sure like if I have 3 cards, I'm gonna give you all like different scenarios, and I'm gonna like tell you the general meaning, a love meaning, a career meaning, you know, things like that. I'm not gonna focus on like just telling you what the cards are. That don't make no sense. It's all a story, you know. But some people don't understand that. That's why they're not doing anything with their tarot channel. But they have no clue. Yeah, exactly. And it's the same way like I do my mediumship. People wanted me to teach mediumship, but I can't really teach mediumship because like I can teach certain things, but I tell people like that shit's like you had nobody really taught me that shit. I just learned from other mediums, like on like what they would like say and what they would like explain on how they felt. Like because mediumship is a feeling and it's like it's like a slideshow for me. I always tell people like when I do mediumship, it's a slideshow. So I have like a spirit that has a slideshow. The spirit will basically go, hey, look, this is the slides I have. Well, not literally, but like they would say, like, this is me with the person that you're talking to. And, see, I had blonde hair, blue eyes, and the person, I did this. And then look at my red car right here. Or I'm living at this house that has this type of thing, building. I was on a farm. People, spirit tell me, like, they show me like a pictures, and they show me like images, and it's like it feels like when I was in school, I remember the teacher holding that button and pressing that slideshow button and showing us different things from the past. And that's exactly how my mediumship is. I explain it. That's how it is. So if it ain't like that for you, then it's not going to be like that for you. Everybody's different. All mediums are different. Like some mediums can like get names, ages, numbers and things like that. And then you have people like me who can describe the person that I'm talking to. Sometimes I get names, not very often, but and then I can, like say how I feel like their age is or what they died from, what their relationship is with you, all that shit, like, yeah. And see, I don't use those terms. I don't use clairvoyant, clair, whatever. Like I just say, I'm a medium and that's it. Like, I just see, hear, taste, smell, you know. All my five senses work in mediumship. I can see, I can feel, I can even taste sometimes like certain things. And like I can smell things and I can hear things for sure. So all my five senses are working when I do mediumship. So that's what I explained. You could be taught how to deal with it, but you can't really be taught like to do it. Like, I can't teach that. That's something that you have to like be open to feeling, hearing, smelling, you know, all that shit. And a lot of people don't like to do it because, hey, Miss Bikini, how you doing? A lot of people don't want to do it because they're scared, because they always feel like it's some entity or some like bad thing. Like you have to with mediumship, you have to really, focus on what you're doing, like what you're hearing, what you're seeing. And if you doubt it, then they're gonna be like, what's the sense of coming to you? You doubt everything I tell you, you know? Well, Miss Bikini, sometimes you gotta take a couple, zeros in order to get the ones and the twos and the threes, you know? But that's okay. Not every day is gonna be perfect. But as long as you're okay, that's all that matters. Phil be there for you, He appreciates you. Yeah, I mean, in the beginning when I did open myself up completely was when I came on here, you know? When I first came on here, I didn't do mediumship right away. But then when I told people I do it, and then I got like flashes of things and I started to like open up on here, I was like, holy shit. Like, this is intense. Like I can feel, I can hear, I can smell, I can like, and this is fucking nuts. Like spirit was pretty much like, yeah, I can't wait till this guy goes online. I'm gonna jump his ass and show him all this shit when that person comes in his room. And I was like, that's cool. I can take that. And then I had to learn. I learned from my friend. I have a friend named Joanna, and she's a great medium. And I don't know where she is now. I have no clue. She's like vanished off the face of the earth. Hey Holly, how you doing? I got your donation. You can ask your question when you're ready. Thanks. But she told me that you have to be very upfront with spirit and tell them, hey, look, don't fuck with me. You're not coming over here telling me shit. You have to control them like you do in your physical world. Like, hey, don't fucking touch me. Like, hey, don't talk to me like that. Hey, get away from me. Like, you have to tell him, hey, look, I don't want to see how you died. I don't want to see no graphic, rated R horror type fucking shit. I don't need to see all that. I don't need to feel how you felt. I don't need to like, all that shit. Just give me the fucking answers. Tell me what this person needs to know and let's get on with it. I don't need like your sob stories. Like, even though it's fucked up sometimes you say that shit, right? But like you really have to like be very upfront with them. You have to take control of the spirit when they come in. Like if they start to act up, you be like, hey, I don't want to see that shit. You see what this person is asking me? I want you to tell me what the answer to these things this person's telling me. So that's what I tell like spirit now. I'm like, hey, look, I don't want to feel your heartache and I don't need all that shit. Please just, I'm trying to like, this person's paying me to talk to you. So let's get on with it. I don't need to see, all this bullshit. I don't have to do it very often anymore because they already know what time it is. See? Like because I transferred my like I pretty much gave spirit my resume. I'm a medium. Don't fuck with me. We're gonna help these people. They're fucking paying me. Let's get it on with. And if you work with me, I will work with you. I do not want to see you, kill yourself. I don't need to see how you did all that shit. And I don't need to know nothing personal about you. Just show me what you look like so I can confirm with this person. And that's my resume with spirit now. I had to make my resume. I had to show them what I want. And once I did that, then spirit was like, all right, I know I can't fuck around with Mark. I can't show him too much graphic bullshit. He don't want that. So, I don't need all that information. I don't care about all that. I just tell them, look, let's help this person. And that's it. They respect me now. So every spirit that comes to me, they're like, yeah, I know what Mark wants. I know what he's about. I know he's gonna tell these people the truth. Let's get on with it. Even when you do cards, you gotta do the same thing. Look, I'm reading for Holly right now. Tell me the fucking truth. Tell me what I gotta tell them. Please. Thank you. And don't fuck around with me, yeah? Don't make me look bad here. And that's what I tell them, When I'm shuffling the cards, I don't fuck around. I thank them. I appreciate them and all that, but don't be telling me fucking shit bullshit, And I ain't gonna listen to you. So like I tell people like you have to really do it as if they were in front of you, which they are, but you just can't. Some people can't see them, Yeah. So you have to like really be blunt with them. Hey Alexandra, how are you, sweetheart? How you been? I saw you donated, so you're after Holly, okay? I hope you're doing good. Nice to see you. Yeah, exactly. You have to tell them like, look, I'm not putting up with your shit. Go away. And then, like, like you can't do that. Like, yeah, I shuffle differently from a lot of people. Like, I shuffle like this. See? A lot of people do like different, like they're in Las Vegas and shit. I don't really do all that. I don't really. I'm not like one of those crazy shufflers and all that shit. I don't really care about all that stuff. Like, all I want is the answer. That's it. That's what I tell them. I ain't fucking around, And they know how I am. They already know. Like, you better give me the answer. The right answer. Don't fuck with me. Because I don't want people to be around here talking about I'm bullshitting them and all that, and I'm lying and all that. I don't want none of that shit. I don't need that. I told them, you make me look good, I'll make you look good. It's simple. You need to make these people happy. Yeah. All right, Holly. So you said, can I tell you more about the near future of my retail job? How is that gonna go for me? Retail job. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a bad experience. I'm just talking about like the mediumship part, like where they want to show me how they killed themselves. I don't need to see all that stuff. Like I don't like that, and I don't want to feel their hurt and their pain and their sorrow and stuff. Like I don't really want to see, and I don't want to feel all of that. I told him I just get to the point, like you can explain to me shit and whatever, but that's for the person on the other side to feel, not me. I can't deal with that shit because then I won't get through the reading. Some of them like want to give you a sob story, like I'm like, look, I ain't got the time for that shit. Well, it's definitely not good to bother them all the time because if you were a spirit right now and you had someone that's living that's asking you, 21 questions a day, then that's not healthy for you as a person, and it's definitely not good for them to like be at your service all the time like you're some fucking yo-yo. They don't want to be a yo-yo and like a go-to every day all day obsession, because then they're gonna discourage you from asking, and they're gonna give you the wrong answers on purpose so you don't obsess no more. And then you'll finally realize like that you're doing the wrong thing. They'll make you come to your senses. Hey, it happened to me. I was doing before I like did all of this. I was the person on the other end asking every time, this, that, and the other. Then I'm like fucking irritating me. Hey, Ali. No, that's different. Like you're not getting a reading. I'm talking about people that get readings. Like, if you get a reading every single day and you ask, even if you do tarot cards and you ask every day, that's just not healthy and it's not good for you, and it's not good for like spirit, like answering shit for you all the time. Like that's like every day is too much. Every other day is okay, in my opinion, but like don't tear the ass out of it. Don't like sit there if you're a deck of cards and ask spirit a million fucking questions every day. Like, cause you're not gonna get the right answers. I guarantee you won't. you know. And don't if you do that, please don't do it no more, cause it's bad for you. Guess what? The lady emailed me late last night about confirming the interview. Okay, good. That's good, Ali. That's good. See, that's how those people are, Ali. They just sometimes you get like that vibe from those people where you're like, when are you gonna do it? Because you didn't do it right away. But that's three. It was probably the business days, probably because they were closed on the weekend. So yeah, that's good. I'm glad you got it though. All right, so Holly, what I'm getting with this retail business, try not to worry and try not to feel like it's incomplete. Right? If you feel a little bit insecure about it, don't be like that. Like Spirit saying, don't feel like you're not going to get anything done. You are. But in order to get what you want with this retail job and the near future is you got to make changes. You got to go with the transition with the job. Try not to be bored. Make the sacrifices. Make the adjustments. Um, Abandon any like thoughts of like not succeeding. Look at this as like a rebirth or a readjustment of making a sacrifice to make it happen. At the end here, I got the hangman and I got like the four of wands reversed, and that tells me like you just being kind of like feeling incomplete and nothing's really going forward. But then I got the three of wands at the end, which is business, job, knowing what you have to know, negotiating trades, import and export business, like getting to the having the strength to deal with it all. And just keep like focusing on the positive side of things, and it'll all pan out. I would say like this, by the end of this month, this is all gonna come to fruition for you. Because when I get the 301s, that's 3 weeks. So we have 3 weeks left in this month. So in the next 3 weeks, I feel like this all can go down. But try not to like let anything temporary distract you. That's what I keep getting. Like you might get distracted, or you might feel like I can't really do this. How is this shit gonna work? Or like feeling just being insecure or not happy with how things are going. Like try not to worry. I get a lot of worry with you. You might worry that things might not go the way you want it to, or worrying when it's gonna happen or how it's gonna happen. But I got the 301s here, and that pretty much tells me that when you ask about a job, that card comes out and pretty much says, you're going to get it and you're going to deal with the job. They say, how is it going to go? How is that going to go for you? So it's going to go good, but you're just going to have to wait a little longer. You might be, I don't know if you're being impatient or you're like, hoping for like more. Oh, right. You're hoping for more hours, for more promotion and more hours. Yeah. So I would say by the end of this month, you'll probably get that, because with the 301s, that's pretty much like a guarantee when I get that card, for like business and for like stuff like that. Yeah. But this is saying like keep making the sacrifices, keep making the changes. If you want this promotion and more hours, just keep showing him how hungry you are for it. You know, like obviously not kiss ass or get on your knees or anything like that, but you know what I mean. Like just keep showing that you're willing and able to do your best. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that are concerned with their finances because right now we're going through that transition. See, like how the tarot has zero, I mean 1 to 10, right? So the one is the beginning, like January. The two is like where we're starting to get the ball rolling. Then three is like getting there, four is getting there, and then once you're starting to unfold things, then comes the five, which is the change and like the task of getting what you really want. So we're in the number 5 month now. We're in May, where a lot of things are gonna make us concerned, worried. The Five of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords. The Five of Pentacles are all like not so great cards. So that number 5 in May is like the transition period where we're going to the 6 in June, and the 6 is like the victory. Because all the sixes in the tarot are all good. You know what I'm saying? So like try and look at it like that. As every day, one of my main quotes in the world is every day that goes by, we're getting closer to our goals, our desires, and whatever needs to come our way. So when tomorrow comes, you're getting closer to your goal. The next day, you're getting closer and closer, and then you're gonna get the closest, and then bang, it happens. And then the cycle starts all over again. Today is the first day of the time I have my promotion. Today is the first day I got my new house or my new car or this and that. And the cycle starts all over again. And you got to keep going through those transitions. Yeah, just even if you are stagnant and it's in your face, there's nothing you can do about it because it's not really, it's out of your control. Some things are out of our control. When that happens, just keep being positive and just showing how much you want that change and that transition. The more you show it, the more you'll know it. You'll know it's there when you show it. So just stay like focused on it. And like I said, I got the 301s. That tells me that this month these things can all pan out and happen. All right, so Alexandra, you said, I'm so damn scared I annoy the fuck out of my spirit team. I want you to talk to them and ask them questions. I'm sure they choose me so they can. You want to tell myself, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Try not to aggravate them because it's not good. Miss Bikini said I draw one card a day, but I always done that. Yeah, that's fine. You can draw something for yourself. That's cool. Like I used to do it, but I don't really do it no more. I don't really. I do it on here when I come on here. I'll give myself a card. I'll say like I'm been a good boy, so I'm gonna like give myself a card or something like that. But it's not nothing wrong as long as you don't abuse your privilege of having cards and talking to spirit. That's the main thing. Just don't abuse it. That's all. You're welcome, Holly. Yeah, that is good news. I got good cards, nothing bad. It's just saying that things are stagnant right now, but it'll eventually get better. So you gave me a few days ago about an ex I have where there's a third party involved. He's wanted to see me. He told me the advice would be to be more vulnerable to him. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I have been so just curious if he's still interested and will he follow through with his plans to see me. All right, cool. Let's check. All right, Holly, try and get an Epsom salt bath to get re-energized. Or rest will do it. Rest and recovery. Good night, Holly. Thanks for coming by, sweetheart. Yes, for sure. You're welcome. I had an Epsom salt bath today. It definitely rejuvenated me. I feel so much better. I was in less pain today with my back and stuff and my legs, and I went for a 15-minute walk today. I let the sun beat me up a bit. I was outside, getting that sun. I did a lot of I was very productive. I got a lot of things done that I needed to get done. I was active all day today, so I was happy that a lot of things I did got done. But I started my day off with the Epsom salt bath to make sure I wasn't gonna feel that much pain and shit. But it definitely works. And my walk helped me out a lot too. I didn't want to tear the ass out of it, so I just went for a 15-minute walk. It was nice. All right. He still feels, Alexandra, he still feels that you leave him in suspense and he's still suspicious about you a bit, not in a bad way, but I would say he's still he still feels like he's you leave him in suspense, wondering how it's going to work between you, or is it, are you interested as much as he is, or vice versa, right? I still feel like this guy has confidence, and he's trying to be more spontaneous and more having free will type of vibe, but he's trying to get his reliance and confidence up, you know what I mean? Oh, hey, Kayla, how you doing? So I would say right now he's feeling the pressure all around from all the things that are happening in his life. I got the 10 of Wands here at the end here, and that's telling me that he's trying to resolve his issues and putting in the effort to meet his goal, but he's feeling the pressure right now, and he's feeling overburdened. He wants to get his life organized so he can come and see you. That's his goal. He's focused a lot on his job, but he feels kind of the way he feels towards you is I don't want to make her feel I'm neglecting her, or I don't want to make her suspicious. I don't want to leave her in suspense. I don't want to make her feel like I don't care about her or anything like that. And then I got the sun at the end on the bottom here. So I do feel he's gonna come and see you, I think that the more you socialize with him and communicate with him, it'll be better because it'll show that you feel sincere, you are sincere, and like it'll show like a devotion towards the whole situation, and it'll feel more satisfying. And it, like the more sociable you are with him, the more you talk with him, the better it will be. That's what I got here at the end here. So it's still telling me pretty much what I told you last time. Like, you know. Yeah, I'm doing good, Kayla. Good to see you. All's good. My dog's snoring in the background. So if you hear, someone snoring, it's just my dog. She likes that. She likes snoring on my lives. But yeah, Alexandra, whenever you hear that, you can respond. But I don't. But like I said, I do feel like this guy wants to be with you eventually, and he does want to like continue to speak to you. So it's just a matter of time. Like you know what I'm saying. You too, sweetheart. Thanks. You too. God bless. So I think that after this guy gets like his shit organized and he gets his life in order with his job and stuff like that, he'll feel like that he can make a better move towards you. Like the time frame of him coming to see you is still up in the air because of what he has to deal with. So you said, will he follow through with his plans to see you? I would say like if it's probably not gonna be this month, but I would say over the summer, like maybe June, July. I don't know when exactly he's coming to see you, but if he's made plans already. But to answer that question, I would say yeah. And he's probably gonna come see you during like a holiday time. 'Cause I got the holiday card here, and like, but I still get like he's trying to deal with work situations more than anything. So the more he like sorts out his work life, right, then he'll be able to make like those plans and put in like his vacation time or whatever else. But I feel like it's gonna be around a holiday time. Girly Sunday, I got your donation. Thanks. What am I gonna do with you, Girly Sunday? All right, let me check your neighbor's intentions. Mm. Alexandra, you got all of that? Oh, your mom started talking to you. Of course, they always come. I tell you one day when I come on here during the day, my mom always calls me, that's happened like a few times. I'm like, hold on, guys, my mom's calling me, and everybody wants to hear me talk Portuguese. They make me laugh. I'm like, no, no, I have to, turn the volume off. Yeah, she does that to me a lot. So I know the feeling. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to know if you got it all and if it made sense. Because like I don't like I just feel like he's got a lot on his plate, but he doesn't have no bad intentions or anything like that. I just feel like, he eventually will come see you once he sorts out his work life. All right, Girly Sunday with the neighbor guy. He thinks that you are a good person. He thinks that, you're worth talking to or worth dealing with. But the problem is I think that he's like a shady character. He looks at you in a good way. And like he would like to make things improve between you guys. He would like to talk to you, and like I feel like there was a chance in the past where he probably maybe wanted to say something to you, but he didn't. So like he probably thought about his past efforts and probably say, you know what, I should have done this a long time ago, but obviously I didn't. But I'm getting that it can, his intentions are good, but I just feel like he has a lot of doubt, and he has like, I kind of feel like he's a bit timid and shady at the same time. So he might fear talking to you because you might know something about him, or you might feel a type of way about him, like. Oh, okay, cool, Alexandra. Yeah, I got like June. Yeah. So like, if there's a holiday time in June, or he might be taking his holiday in June. So yeah, I would say like around June-ish time he might come by. Yeah. No, that's fine, sweetheart. It's all good. It happens to a lot of people on here. I don't know what the heck's up with it. Like sometimes I'm lagging too. It's crazy. Today is fine. But Girly Sunday, I do feel like this guy's kind of doubtful about talking to you, or he kind of feels like kind of fierce, timid, and I think he's also kind of shady. So just be careful with him. Like I don't get nothing like seriously bad or anything like that, but like he can be one of those idiot type of guys, you know. Like you followed me to the dumpster, but I acted like he wasn't. And he watched me walk up the stairs to my apartment. I waved to him so he wouldn't feel weird. Yeah, so he's attracted to you because he looks at you as like the Queen of Cups, which is a person who's like warm and just says hi and things like that. So by you saying hi to him, he probably got it sex excited. So yeah, but he would like things to improve between you and him. Like he's attracted to you, and he wants something to happen. Well, I got you as the Queen of Cups, and I got him as the Nine of Swords reversed, which is a person that's kind of shady. But I got the Judgment in the middle, saying that things can improve in development because you guys know each other from the past. Meaning, like I don't know how long you guys have lived next to each other, but if you guys know each other, know of each other or whatever, then that could be like maybe he wanted to say something in the past, but he didn't. And if that isn't the case, then the Judgment card could mean that he wants to improve or develop his communication. He might be watching you. Then I got the Nine of Cups at the end. So his wish is to like talk to you more, or you know get in your pants. So that's why with the Nine of Swords reversed here, that just tells me like he's shady, and he's like he fears to say something because you might, not want him or whatever, or might not deal with him. But it's good cards except for this Nine of Swords reverse, and that's him, like a shady person. The Nine of Swords reverse to me is like a shady person because I'm reading him. Like there's a lot of doubt around that. Okay, so that's where the judgment card. See, the judgment card to me in the middle is telling me that the outcome of past efforts probably has to improve or develop, you know? Um, yeah, exactly. That's why he looks at you as the Queen of Cups, which is a person who's open and direct and honest and, caring, loving, whatever, you know? So, hey, that's up to you. Like, there always could be like the language barrier is always can be overcome to a certain point. English is something that everybody can learn. You just really have to put your mind to it. With language barriers, it's always up to the person. I tell my parents the same thing. My parents are so annoying. They've been in Bermuda for 60 years, and my dad's 80 and my mom's 77, and they've been here for not 60 years, but they've been here for 55 years, I think. Yeah, 55 years or something like that. So, you know, how the fuck do you not know a lot of English? Like, you just don't give a shit. And I told my mom and dad, like, keep talking like that, you know? And that's why I learned Portuguese, because talking English to them is like talking to a wall. They don't know how to respond. So I learned Portuguese and I speak it very fluently. So that way they know. And if I say something wrong, I ask them how to say it, or I ask them what this word means. Like, they know, but they don't know. Well, some you don't have to look good in order for a man to be attracted to you. Like, he might just like your body, your smile, your ass. You know, I think it's that type of attraction. That's why I got him with being shady, because he might be just looking at your tits or your ass or whatever. I get good cards for you, like you as the Queen of Cups. I got the Nine of Cups and the Judgment here, but for him, not so much. He still seems a little shady. So even though he probably like saw you go out there and be like, yeah, let me go behind and see if I can get him with this thing. That's some coochie. That sounds like a Mark move, you know. If I see somebody, I'll be like, let me go out there real quick, see what's going on. Let me see if I can holler at this thing real quick. But I don't do that shit no more. There's nobody in my neighborhood that's like, available. There is one chick that's available, but she's kind of weird. And the other chick, she left. So I had two choices here, and now I have none. Because the choice I did have, I don't want it anymore because they're kind of whack. So when I take out my trash, there ain't nobody to see. My neighborhood don't have no women my age that are available, or the one that is. Well, I mean, she's still available. She doesn't have a man, but she's weird as fuck. I can't deal with her. I've talked about it on here a few times, but I can't deal with that shit. It'd be nice to date a neighbor because you guys live next to each other. I would have loved to date her and be with her, like, but she's weird as fuck. When I started to get to know her, like, she kind of like gave me some runaround bullshit story, and it didn't add up. And like, I was like, yeah, I can't deal with you. You're shitty as fuck. I can't deal with you. Goodbye. So now when I see her, I just go, hi, how you doing? Okay, right. Have a great day. Yeah, you too. Bye. Or I'll see her walking her dog, and I'll walk mine, and we'll just say hello to each other and talk for about 5 minutes, and that's it. And I just look at her like, you fucked up. We could have been together all this time, but you fucked up. I ain't got the time for you now. Once I get that red flag, I don't go back. And she's a banger. She's got like a ridiculous ass. And she's like a yoga instructor. So she's super fit. She would like do cartwheels on my D or something like that. She'd be doing all sorts of positions, making me go nuts. So yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, sweetheart. I don't think he's that type of like creepy, but that's more of like a different card. But I just get like he's kind of shady. He might not, you know, after you get to know him, he might not be the person you really want to deal with. But I get it's more like him trying, like probably trying to see what you're up to. Well, you know what, Miss Bikini, this person is 30. She's good 36. I think she's 30. Yeah, she goes 36. She's 11 years younger than me. And she's like she's not my type, but she's good looking and she's got a banging body. And she ain't got no kids. We had a conversation one time and I pretty much outright asked her, like, I said, are you single? She goes, yep. And I was like, oh yeah, me too. I said I have my nephews, but I would like to have my own kids. And she just put her head down and was like, yeah, me too, maybe one day. And I was like, yeah, you never know. So then after I said that, she was kind of like on my shit. And then one day we were walking the dogs for like about almost an hour. We were walking our dogs and talking. Hey Lucky, how you doing, sweetie? So we was getting to know each other pretty, like I saw her like almost every day. And then like she's literally my neighbor, like right next door. And I never knew her all that like personally. Then when I started to get to know her personally, she kind of backed off a bit. Because I asked questions, like I asked her shit. She didn't really ask me too much, but I was like always asking her stuff. Like, what she does, where she's doing, what she's doing, and this and that. And then one day we had like it was like our best conversation about, general things about life and stuff, racism and all sorts of bullshit we were talking about. Like we have like the same views on a lot of things and we agreed about a lot of things. So we have things in common, right? So then she was like, okay, well, bye. I'll see you later on or tomorrow sometime. I'm like, okay, cool. Nice walking the dogs. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go work anyway. She's like, yeah, me too. So later on that night, I go on Instagram and I have her on my Instagram. I go on Instagram and she's in the fucking snow in Boston. And she knows how much I love Boston because I wear Boston shit all the time. And I told her I go Boston, right? So she was in Boston walking down the street, videotaping herself. Oh, I'm in Boston, everybody. It's cold as fucks here compared to home. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is this like from last year or something? And it was today, it was that day's date. And she was out there. And I was like, what the fuck's wrong with this woman? Like you just really like got me thinking that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? How do you not tell your friend and someone you're interested in that you just finished talking to for a whole hour that you're going away the same day you were talking to me? And you had the audacity to say, I'll see you tomorrow, I'll see you later on, knowing fully well you're going on a trip. And you went away for a week. And then when I saw you, I brushed you. I was like, fuck you, I ain't speaking to you. And I'm like, well, her parents took care of her dog. But I talk about this story all the time. That's why I don't speak to her like I used to. Because when you do that shit to me, that's disrespectful. Like we're neighbors. and we're friends, and we were getting closer and closer. And we were talking about all sorts of things, you know. And you mean to tell me you couldn't tell me I'm going away today for a week and I'll see you when I get back? You couldn't say those simple words to me. You didn't have to tell me why you were going. You could have just said like I'm going and I'll see you when I get back. I'm not a pokey person where I'm gonna be like, oh, what are you doing? Where are you going? All you had to do is say you're going, and I would have respected you more. I would have been like, okay, cool, have a great trip, sweetheart. You know, hope you have a great time or whatever you're doing. You know, but I will see you when you get back. Holla at me. You know, you got my Insta, whatever. When I saw that, man, that shit was like, it was actually heartbreaking to me because I felt disrespected that she would do that. And I was like, you stupid ass bitch. You just ruined your friendship with me just now. Like, some people say, Mark, that's not a big deal. And you're not her man. Yeah, but I'm her friend. So if we're talking all that time, why you just couldn't say, I'm going away today and I'll see you when I get back? It's that hard to do. But you were like, if you're telling me I'm wrong for feeling that way, then how about if you put your foot and your shoe on the other side? If I did it, what would you say? I hate men. Men do this, and he's probably gonna go fuck some hoe. He's probably secretly in love with someone else. That's why he didn't tell me. So don't tell me I'm wrong. You know. Well, the thing is, I know she was in. I know she's interested in me because she made a lot of effort before she went away. She made the effort. She asked me to go on a doggy walk date. Not me. I didn't ask her. She asked me, and I did. I went with her the next day. So that's why I was confused. If you asked me to go on a doggy date with you, even your parents knew about it and said, oh, I heard you guys are going on a doggy date. I'm so happy, you know, blah, blah, blah. Because their parents love me, right? I'm always I help them out and I'm cool with them and shit. So it's like, yeah, don't fuck around. Mark's a good guy. You should be with him, you know? And then she fucked up. I was like, it can't be this fucking woman did this shit to me. You know, that's fucked up. So then it got even worse because while she was away, her dad started her car and he used it that night. So he left the lights on, right? You know, right? She left the lights on, or he left the lights on in her car. So I texted her and said, hey, look, it's like 11 o'clock. Your dad left. I walked my dog and your dad left your car on, your lights on, right? And you know, tell him to turn it off or else your battery's gonna die. And she saw the message, right? And didn't say thank you or thanks for telling me, Mark. I appreciate it. I'll tell my dad, you know, blah blah blah. Nothing. She just brushed me off like I was nobody. And I was like, well, that's strike number two, Mark. You actually want another one, you dumbass? So after that, I was like, you know what? Fuck this dumb bitch. She's out of her mind. First, you were talking to me the morning you ran away and didn't tell me. And then I text you to tell you your car battery is going to die if your dad doesn't turn your fucking lights off. And then you don't even say thank you or, you know, I appreciate you saying that. Nothing. She didn't even text me back. Nothing at all. And then when she came back, I saw her and I was like, yo, you didn't get my text? Oh, yeah, I did. But I was so busy. I'm so like, you're an idiot. Like, so that's why I was like, you know what? Fuck. I was like, goodbye. I'm done with you. Like you gave me too many red flags, sweetheart. That's like dumb. If you ain't got the common courtesy to like, you know, speak to me like that, then fuck you. So I didn't cut her off completely. I see her, I speak to her, and that's it. I invited her over to have a drink with me over at the pool. She never came over. I even put her on the spot one day and said, look, she asked, oh, is the pool all finished? I'm like, yep. I said, it's waiting for you to come over there and have a sit down with me and we guys can have a drink. Or we guys can just, I can just show you the pool if you want to go for a swim or something, whatever. Nothing. She never, I invited her. I did all my best. I tried. But she was like, nah. I was like, yeah, well, fuck you then. That's your third strike. Goodbye. See you later. Now when I see her, it's hi, bye, fuck you. I don't know what more. I don't see. That's the thing. I did ask her point blank to her face. You want to come over to the pool? Hint, hint. You know. What more do you want me to do? Grab her by her fucking hair and drag her over to the pool and throw her in there? Like, come on. I'm not like that type of guy to keep going after a woman that doesn't give a fuck. Like, Yeah. It's not my first person I've ever dealt with. What it is spirit telling me don't waste your fucking time on this dumbass woman. That's exactly what that is. Spirit was saying, look, you tried 3 times, Mark. It's done. Goodbye. Yeah, she's been done. I'm been over her. Even when she saw my sister, she would ask about me. And my sister wanted to say to her, well, Mark invited you 2 or 3 times. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you dumb bitch? And people have seen me with her, walking around with her and shit, talking to her. But she just, and her parents seemed like they was, happy that I was talking to their daughter. Like, oh well, fuck 'em. She's not the one. I know she isn't. Because if she was, she would have been happy by now. Oh, I'm very confident. Trust me. I have no problems in talking to women. I'm the type of guy I have no problems. If I want you, I'm gonna try and get you. That's been my whole life. I'm not scared to talk to a woman. I'm got big time confidence, and I'm not scared to talk to a woman or ask her out or date her. It's always the opposite way around. They're intimidated of me, or they just don't know how to handle me. That's all. That's it. I develop friendships first, and then comes the relationship. I do things the proper and decent way, a gentleman way. I'm not some guy that's just gonna walk up to a woman and say, "Hey, let's fuck by my pool," or "Hey, let's fuck now and talk about a relationship later." I'm not that type of person. I respect women 100%. That's why I ain't got nobody, because there's only hers available. You got me? But I've never had problems in finding a girlfriend or getting one or going out on dates. That's not my problem. The problem is the person. They're always fucking around and beating around the bush. I have more women friends than I have men friends. And I get along with women. My problem is not getting along with women. My problem is the woman like accepting the fact that she has a real man in front of her eyes and what the fuck you gonna do with it. That's the whole point. There's a lot of women in this day and age, a lot of women, not all, but a lot of women in this day and age, in this generation, they want just a fuck buddy and live their life and be happy and just do whatever they want and have a man as a convenience or their sugar daddy. That's most. 50% is like that. Then the other 50% is taken. And you have to wait for them either to get a divorce or you wait for them to get fed up with their man and come to you afterwards. So you're always gonna you can't really. A woman said the other day that in Bermuda there's not very much single men choice. And if there is, they're all a joke. And I said, you're right. And I said, I feel that about single women in Bermuda too. They're the same way. They're someone else's fucking leftovers. I don't want that either. I don't want your baby daddy, your baby, and your fucking problems, and your bills either. So like, it's hard for anybody to find like a decent person in this life, in this time frame right now. It's 2024, and all there is whore. You know? You can't find a real decent, genuine person that's gonna tell you the truth these days. It's all bullshit. It's I want my cake and eat it too. You know? There's some decent women and men left in this world. I do believe that. And I do believe that there's someone for everyone, but majority of the people ain't really care about no serious relationship like that. They don't want that. I don't even meet women that say, I'm looking for a decent man that I can have a great relationship and start a family with. I don't know any right now that live here. Not one. Because if I did, I'd be around them. Yeah. It's the good people that don't have nobody. A lot of good people don't have nobody because they'll never downgrade themselves for a piece of fucking shit or a person that they have to baby and babysit. I don't want to be your daddy. You know, you can call me daddy when I'm beating it up, yeah, but I don't want to be your daddy. You know, I want to be your man. That's what I am, a man. I want to be your man, your husband, father of your children, help you. You help me. We work together. Bang. If not, then go fuck yourself. Hey Philomena, how you doing? How's it going? I got your donation. Thanks. You can ask your question. 20 years younger. I don't want nobody that's 27 years old. I'm 47. I don't want no 27-year-old. Hell no. When I reach 67 and she's 47, she's still hungry for D. She's gonna leave my fucking retired old Viagra ass and go get somebody else. Hell no. If I got a 27-year-old woman, I want a woman that's, if I got a woman that age, which I don't really want somebody that young, but if that were to happen, you know, that woman has to like be seriously dedicated and understand how age difference is. And I've seen them work before. Hell yeah. I know a lot of people that's, you know, that age range or whatever, and it's worked. But, you know, what's the chances of that? I graduated last week and started the job. I just want to know how my bosses feel about me. So you did graduate and you got the job. Well, congratulations, Miss Philomena. You know, you were worried for nothing. See, you passed, you graduate, you get to start your job. I remember when you came here a while ago and you said, you know, you're worried and you know, are you going to make it? See, you made it. You did it. See, have confidence in yourself. And I'm glad you did that. I'm proud of you. See, if you believe, you receive. Yeah, they feel good about you. I got all good cards here. They're ready for you to make the transition. They're ready for you to like do what you have to do at your job. They feel that you can make the right adjustments. They feel like you can do what you have to do. They feel like you have the strength to do it. They feel like you have the knowledge, and they feel like they're ready to have you in the business and have you like working and stuff. Just like what I'm getting, what Spirit wants you to know, Philomena, is also that don't dwell on your past. Like, don't think about your past jobs, how things was. Don't bring that into your new job. Okay. So when you start the job, don't talk about your past jobs or how past people treated you. Let go of the past. Leave the past alone. And like, don't think about how things were back in the day or when you were a child. Like, just reflect on how you've overcome everything and how you become the person you are now. Okay. That's what Spirit wants you to do. They don't want you to be unstable. They don't want you to feel like, that you can't do it because you just proved that you can, right? You've been through the test of time. You did what you had to do. So they want you to know that everything's going to be fine with business and work, and everything's going to be good. They just want you to have the strength to go through it. And the more knowledge you get about this job, so if there's like a guidebook to your job that you have to learn, or you want to get more knowledge, like if you need to get knowledge from another person, this could be somebody that's been there a long time, like a past person from the past that will help, or a person that's been there from like, a child or whatever. Like I feel like you're gonna have influences from your past come up where you're gonna deal with certain things. Nothing bad. I got all good cards here, Philomena. So it looks good for you. It's going to be a good change, a good transition. You don't have to wait any longer. It's all going to happen now. It's all going to be good. If you deal with like people abroad, then you'll adapt to that. Like people from another country or people from other places, you adapt to like you know the people that are from different places or different heritages and things like that. I forget the word to use, but anyway, different nationalities. That's what I was looking for. But yeah, try not to resist the change and try not to be unstable. Okay. And if there's anybody around you that causes you obstacles or makes you or jealous of you, don't worry about them. Don't focus on nobody else but yourself. All right, Philomena, and you'll be fine. And your bosses feel good about you. They think that you're the right person for the job. Yeah, see, so you're gonna deal with people from all over. So don't let that affect you. You have authority over them, but you're gonna be fine. I get you feeling fine. At first, you might feel a little unstable and you might resist certain things, but you'll overcome it. Once you get going, after a couple of weeks, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You come this far, just keep going, sweetheart. That's all you got to do. Just keep going. Just keep going. So how you like it so far? Is it good? Yeah, I don't get nothing bad here, so obviously you are doing good. So your bosses feel good about you. I don't get nothing bad here. They might look at your age. So if you're like in your 20s, if you're like in your 20s, they're like, they know you're young. So they're like, they know that you'll develop over time. You'll get used to things. I feel like this month, by the end of this month, you'll feel like locked in and ready. So if it's your first week, obviously, Ah, okay. Yeah, once your body stays awake, once you get yourself into sleeping during the day and working overnight. I did it at the army. It was so annoying. It changed my whole life and work. I mean, like pattern of sleeping pattern. I hated it. Cause we'd have I was on like security duty, and like I was like the driver. I drove in my second year, like I drove because I had a license and not too many other guys had a truck license. So they would call me on like the either the walkie talkie and be like, uh, come and pick us up, blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck man, I was just about sleeping, man. Damn it. Get up, go down there, pick up these idiots, take them back. It's a pain in the ass. So yeah, I feel you. I hate working late. It's not easy being an owl. But you'll be fine. After a couple of weeks, you'll be fine, sweetheart. You'll be fine. You'll be alright. But I don't get nothing bad. You're good. Girly Sunday said I used to accept the nonsense fools. Yeah, exactly. See, and that's when you say that, Girly Sunday, you sound like a lot of other women that I know. And why do you all do that to yourselves is what I don't understand. That's my question to a lot of women in the world and men, you know. But as a man talking to a woman, I ask a woman all the time, if you know the guy you're dealing with is a fucking idiot and he changed after you met him and he got worse, then why stay? Why deal with him? Fucking get up and go. Because that's when you are in an unhealthy relationship, right? Or friendship or whatever it is, you are to blame on how long you stay with that person and deal with that person. And that's what I don't get about people. See, I'm not like that. As soon as I get to know you, like I was just saying about my neighbor, I got to know her. I said, yeah, maybe this is the one, Mark. Fuck, someone who you thought you would never get with. This is really going good. And everybody was noticing, like, that we was together and, talking and shit. And I said, she's not really my type, but, I'm starting to like her. I can see myself with this chick, if I had to be. If she's the one, I'll take it, it's cool. Like I'll learn to adapt to it. Maybe, as I get to know her more and more, I'll start to love her maybe. I'm just gonna try and trust and be her friend first. And then she beat around the bush and fucked herself. She just lost a good guy because she wanted to fucking, act retarded and do stupid shit and, just be weird. Like that's not a person like you don't do that shit to people. I always stress to everybody, if you want to be in a real serious love relationship, be honest from the start. Communicate everything you want to communicate, indirectly or directly. So if I'm talking, I talk to everybody on here, right? And I tell you what I want. I would love to have a woman. I would love to have a child, and I would love to get married. So if you don't want that, then don't talk to me. Now, if I came on here and say, yeah, I fuck all hoes, I just want sex and I just want to fuck you and that's it. We can be fuck buddies. I bet you I have my DMs will be popping off because that's what majority people want. But because I want a decent relationship, not too many people gonna want that. And it's the facts. But some people say, oh, but Marvin, don't fucking lie to me because you know it's true. And I know because I've done it a million times. I can go get some coochie, no problem. All I gotta do is go out to a club, have a few drinks, talk some shit to some random hoe, and that's it. I'll have her no problem. It ain't gonna be no problem. Because that's what people want. You know what I'm saying? But if I went out and I found somebody decent, it'll be a miracle. There's a lot of people who don't want that. Yeah. That's why you have to take that red flag. And that's why When I tell this story about my neighbor, some people were like, oh well, no, 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 no. There's no oh well, because if it was meant to be, I'd be with her right now. And all she had to do was tell the truth, you know, build confidence and build uh, a stability of honesty and just it doesn't hurt to tell somebody what you're doing or where you're going or what's happening, especially if you see each other like every day. It just don't make no sense to me. Like, so if we're friends, you're not gonna tell me you're going away tomorrow or today. That's pretty fucked up. If you don't, that means you're not my friend because you're not informing me of like what you're doing. That's what like friends are. Hey, what you up to tomorrow? You want to do this together? Yeah, sure. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got this to do. Then I'll call you after. It's okay, cool, bro. See you later. Oh, cool. Hey, it's all right, sweetheart. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I can't because I'm going away tomorrow. Oh, okay, cool. Well, when do you get back? Oh, a week from now. Okay, cool. Well, when you come back, we guys will hook up. And things would have been perfectly fine. But no. You wanted me to go on Instagram and find you walking on the side of the street in the fucking snow. And I had just saw you a couple hours before that. That don't make no legitimate sense. As a friend, as a potential lover, or just overall, just like that's just dumb. It don't make no sense why you would do that. I'm still baffled about that till today. That shit just don't make no sense. But you ask about my pool that's almost finished at the time. You was asking, is the pool finished? Yeah, it's finished. You want to come over there and check it out? Oh, maybe sometime, yeah. So why ask about it if you're not going to come over there then? So see, all that is red flags. That's beating around the bush, talking to hear yourself, but then you make all this effort to try and see me, and then you act like stupid. So that to me is probably why she ain't got no man around her, because the man's probably like, what the fuck's wrong with this ditzy bitch? And that's why, you can be fine as fuck, but if you ain't got no brain, you're no use to anybody, especially a man that has one. So to me, I don't want no dumbass fucking woman. You gotta have a fucking brain in your head. So when I knock on your head and it's hollow, I don't want you. If I hear echo come through your ears, no, I don't want you, dumbass. I need a woman with a fucking brain. And then we could work. And I'm sure every woman in this room wants a man with a fucking brain too. Once you show me you have a brain and you're smart and you don't beat around the bush and lie and shit and act sneaky, then I'm gonna cut you off. I can't be with a woman like that or a man as a friend. I'm cutting you off. You start fucking sneak lying or you beat around the bush, you're like, or I see you somewhere and you didn't even have the audacity to like tell me like that we're friends. Like, are you serious? My fucking clients call me and say, hey Mark, I'm going away from this date to this date. When I come back, I want you to do this, this, and this for me. Or if you have a chance while we're away, can you do this? So if my clients are telling me, then why can't my friend tell me the same thing? So that means you're not really my friend. You're just a fucking idiot. And you're somebody I'm wasting my time on. So goodbye. You're a fucking idiot. That shit's just weird. That just shows me like you're hiding something. So if you are, then I don't want you then. I don't want like people who hide shit and sneaky shit. I'm an open book. That's why I talk like this. I'm an open book. There's nothing that you don't know about me. And that's how everybody should be. Your private shit is your private shit, yeah. But you should be open with your friends and your family and someone who you're interested in. You don't have to tell them how much money you have in the bank or all that type of dumb. That's not what I'm talking about. You know? Like, have common courtesy and have common fucking sense. That's why relationships don't work, because people are too sneaky and they're too like judgmental, and they're like, they want too fucking much, and they want like all this shit that's irrelevant. The main thing is trust and honesty. If you can do that, is it that hard to be honest? Is it that hard to tell the truth? If it is, then you're never gonna find nobody decent. You'd be an idiot. And if you find somebody decent, they're an idiot for dealing with you. And that's my conclusion to relationships. You could talk to him through the cards, too. If you pull cards all the time, Miss Bikini, you could talk to him through the cards. It's that simple. I don't know if you do or not, but you can. Yeah, knocking on heads. But you see what I mean? Like, so a lot of women will say, oh, well, you got to do this and you got to do that. If I got to do too much, then we're not meant to be together. You got to meet me halfway. I'm not chasing you. And you shouldn't be chasing me either, because you'll aggravate me if you chase me. We should have a common ground where we can be adults and be like, what you up to tomorrow? Are you free? Yeah? Okay, well, cool. Let's do this tomorrow. You want to? Yeah, sure. Oh, I can't today because I'm working tomorrow early, and then tomorrow I got to go to my friend's house, or tomorrow I'm going to be with my mom. I'm not going to sit there and be like, well, you don't have no time for me, you bitch. I don't want you. How can we supposed to be? I'm not going to do all that type of shit. I'm going to be like, okay, cool. Well, when you have some free time, let me know. And if you go out of your way to say, hey, Mark, I can't do Wednesday and I can't do Thursday, but Friday we can get together if you can. And I'll be like, yeah, sure. Friday sounds great. When do you want to link up and do it? What do you want to do? Okay, cool, yeah. That's how like it should be. It should be like easy. It should never be sneaky, fucked up shit. Why can't you just tell the fucking truth and just live, do shit? You don't have to see somebody every day. Just like communicate and talk, man. Like, it's so fucking easy. I don't understand how it's so hard for to talk about like things like that. It don't make no sense to me. And that's the problem I have with most women. I'm easy going. We can get together once a week, twice a week. And then when we start like really, really getting closer and closer, we're probably going to spend more time together. And even when we spend every day together, I want it to be different every day. I don't want to do the same shit, because then you're going to get comfortable and it's going to all go downhill because you're going to get bored. And I don't want to be boring. I like to do different shit. When I'm with a woman, we can do so many things. We can go swimming. We can go fishing. We can go watch a game. We can go on a trip. We can go on the beach. We can go somewhere and have a picnic. We can go shopping. We can sit home and watch a movie. We can fuck. We can make love. We can go sightseeing. Those are like 10 fucking things I just listed. What's the problem? We can go out to dinner. We can make dinner for each other. The list goes on and on and on. You should never be bored in a relationship. You should never be comfortable and just think that, okay, this is it. I got you, and I'm just going to live here like a bump on a fucking log and just do whatever I want to do. You stay in your fucking room and I'll stay in mine. That's no fucking real relationship. That's bullshit. And that's that separates me from most people, because I want to like continuously do things together. But if you want to be like a fucking dumbass hoe and say, I don't feel like doing anything today, Why can't we just stay here for a whole fucking week and watch Netflix? No. You could stay here and watch fucking Netflix. Not fucking me. It's too much shit to do in the world, sweetheart. I ain't staying home all day doing fucking nothing. You need to go somewhere. Go for a walk. We'll go somewhere. I ain't staying home all fucking day watching no goddamn Netflix. You out of your mind? Fuck them movies. Let's go, woman. Let's go do something. Let's go shopping. Let's go grocery shopping. Let's go fucking cook. You know? You can watch a movie once a week. Ain't that everyday shit around here? You know, lovey dovey shit on no fucking couch watching no bullshit ass movies. That's not no relationship. That's bullshit. That's what teenagers do. Or like fucking people in their 80s that can't walk nowhere, can't do nothing. All right, sweetheart, we gotta watch Netflix now because we can't walk on the beach anymore. I'm walking around with a fucking cane. We can't fuck. So we just watch Price is Right reruns. That's cool. I'm 80 years old. I'm not expecting to do nothing else. I'm 47. I'm gonna fucking do shit. We guys can roll out, do shit, and then go for a drive, go somewhere. Fuck. There's so much shit to do. There's no reason to be home all fucking day. Hell no. Unless we're renovating our house or something like that, yeah. Even that, I'll teach you how to do shit. That's another thing that passes by time and makes your relationship stronger. Teaching each other what each other don't know. So if my wife was like, my girl, my wife, whatever, if she was like, I don't know, if she was like a seamstress and she like made, she made clothes for a living and she like hemmed up fucking people's shit and she fitted people or whatever, she knew how to. I'd be like interested in that type of shit. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. Teach me how to make that shirt or teach me how to, do that shit. So if I know how to do it, whatever. And she'd be like, oh, Mark, I don't want to get electrocuted, but how do I hook up this switch if you weren't here or something would happen? Or I'd be like, yeah, look, sweetheart, look, you turn your power up, you do this here, you do that there, blah, 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Mark, I don't know how to make that. Let's make it together. Show me how to make the bread, or show me how to fucking fry bacon, or some bullshit. There's so many things a couple can do, but the problem is people don't are lazy, and people get comfortable with a bullshit fucking life, just like doing nothing. That's why relationships don't last, because it's a 24/7 job. You got to keep that shit going. That's just me. So if you ain't that type of woman, don't talk to me. I know boring asshole that stays home and lays on her back. The fuck you think I want coochie every fucking minute? There's more to life than sex. Let's fucking do shit. you know? Let's do more. Let's do stuff together. Make shit. Build shit. There's so many things to do, man. But people just don't want to do. That's why relationships don't last. And the number one thing is communication. You got to talk to each other. Don't hold back. Don't think that, oh, they're going to snap on me if I tell them. If they snap on you, then obviously they ain't meant for you because they're fucking idiots. Just talk shit out. Be an adult, man. Anyway, I can talk about that shit forever, but people are just idiots. That's why their relationships suck, and that's why we have too much divorce and too much breakups in this world. Because people don't know how to deal with a relationship. They have no clue. And one of my biggest issues in when I was in a relationship with someone is I did everything. I would organize shit. I would always talk to her, like, talk to my woman. Hey, sweetheart, what you want to do tomorrow? Oh, we in tomorrow. I don't know what I want to do. All right, well, you want to do this? Oh, I don't know. Everything is I don't know. I don't know. I said, well, you know what? Fuck you then. I ain't saying nothing. Next day comes, she be like, oh, what do you want to do? I'm like, well, let's go. Check this out, Don. Oh, I don't feel like it. Oh, whatever. Fuck you. Oh, I ain't dealing with you. Goodbye. So I ain't dealing with nobody that's indecisive and annoying. Fuck that. I want that ride or die chick, Bonnie and Clyde. We're gonna do everything together. You learn from me, I learn from you, and we just make shit happen. 100% each, and we're good to go. But if you're not getting that, then leave. Don't be with that person. Don't waste your fucking time. Don't play victim when it don't work. And don't tell me you didn't see that shit in the beginning. Because we are our own worst enemy. We are to blame when the relationship don't go properly. Because we knew from the jump that we shouldn't be with that person. If you see shit deteriorate, don't try and fix it. Just leave. Because it ain't gonna get fixed. Oh, nice, Miss Bikini. Cool. So yeah. Anyway, I know a lot of people don't want to listen to what I have to say because they know it's true. Because it is your fault for your own relationship failure. It's your fucking fault because you didn't listen. You didn't do what you had to do. You allowed that person to treat you like shit. These are things that people don't want to hear me say because they know it's true. And then some people will admit it and say, you know what, Mark, you're right. But I learned from that. Okay, good. I'm glad you learned from it. And don't be eager to go back into something just because you want it. You got to make sure you need that person to love you, to take care of you, to be there for you when shit's fucked up. That's when you really see. That's why when COVID hit in 2020, from 2020 to now, 2024, we've gone 4 years since COVID. And in the last 4 years, there's been more breakups and divorces than I've ever seen in my life. You want me to tell you why? Because when everybody was on lockdown, all those weeks and fucked up, like for sickness and in health, and for rich or for poor, and like people got their relationship tested. They got to see who the person they really was married to, who they was involved with, or who they were living with. That's why that shit happened. It's the test. The devil is testing you all. And those who survived and are still together and are happy, you survived the test. Those of you that shit happened and went backwards, you saw how you fucked up. You saw the person you was dealing with when you couldn't go nowhere. And that's my opinion. Because a lot of shit's happened in the past 4 years with relationships and friendships. And that's why a lot of shit went down. That's why COVID happened. It was the test of time. It was a test to see if you're really in love with that person, if you could really tolerate that person, or if that person really had your back. And some of them had you way the fuck back. And they say, yeah, fuck this, I'm done. And a lot of people got caught during COVID too, because they couldn't see their side bitch or their side piece. And it all went downhill. Or you couldn't handle your kids being home around you all day. You showed what type of parenthood you deal with. And the list goes on and on and on. I can be here all night explaining why these things happen, and how it happens and why it happens, and how it all comes back to you for not dealing with it from the very beginning. That's why I warn a lot of people, when you deal with somebody and you get that red flag, you put it up on that pole and you leave it there. And you say, yep, you are a red fucking flag. I know it. My intuition tells me. You just showed me you're a red flag. And if that person, you allow that person to come into your life and you deal with them, and you get another red flag where you feel doubtful, and you keep continuing to deal with that person, it is your fault, not that person's fault for being a dickhead. Because you already know they are. You know deep down inside that person's not the right person for you, but you fucked up your path. You fucked up because your intuition, you didn't listen to it. So at the end of the day, it's your fault for not taking the red flags for the person that you deal with, whether it's friends, family, relationships, siblings, children, whatever the case may be. It applies to everything, job, everything. What we feel, we have to go with. Make the right judgment, the right call. Someone's fucking up your energy and makes you feel some type of way, you feel that way for a reason. That's why we have senses. We sense bullshit. So if you sense it and you deal with it, it's your fault. Because God gave us free will. So if you don't use the free will properly, you're no longer free. You're tied to a bullshit. And as long as you're with that person or you're with that situation, it's your fault. Take accountability for your actions and your life will be a lot better. Trust me. And remember, you can forgive yourself for dealing with that person. You don't have to forgive nobody. You got to forgive yourself for your mistakes. Take accountability, and the universe and God will be like, okay, yeah, you finally admitted it. Okay, cool. Man, that's it. And you move on and you make better decisions, put yourself in a better position, and you'll be all right. It's that simple. And don't tell me that ain't true. And if you tell me that I'm lying, then there's something wrong with you. At least I can sit here and admit that I made mistakes. I allowed people to come into my life I shouldn't have let in my life. I got those red flags and I ignored them. I got fucked over. I got lied to. I got disrespected. And now I'm like, no, you won't. Go away from the jump. If I can't trust you, I can't deal with you. You show me red flags, I'm not dealing with you no more. Call me whatever you want. And I don't give second chances. So think about that before you fuck me over. Because it'll be your loss, not mine. And that's how you all should feel. Somebody loses you, it's their problem, not yours. And on that note, it's past 1 o'clock in the morning here. I'm going to fuck sleep because I get very passionate talking about things like this because I've learned my lesson through my 47 years of living on this earth that people are fucked up and they will do anything to ruin your life, your energy, break your heart, destroy you mentally and physically. And people are narcissistic behaviors will destroy you. And if you allow yourself to be destroyed, it's your fault. So remember, take accountability, love yourself is the best thing you can do. Love yourself, take care of yourself. You have children, take care of them. If they don't want to be taken care of, fuck them. Keep dealing with your life. Your siblings don't care about you, fuck them too. Your parents don't care about you, fuck them too. You do whatever you have to do. At the end of the day, you are responsible for your life and your decisions. Simple. Once you understand that concept, your life will be a lot better. Yeah? Good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. If nobody tells you, I'll tell you. I love you guys, and I know you love me. And I'm going to love you all even more because I love you when you sleep. And you're going to love me when I sleep too. All right? Enjoy your Wednesday tomorrow, and I wish you all the best. God bless you guys, and remember, this is just my opinions. You take it how you want it. All right? Good night.